Hi girls, it's Effie here. I thought I would do a controversial tag video. I've been seeing them go around YouTube, and I thought I'd put in my opinion on them because there's some stuff in there which I would have done before, but it's gone the opposite way. And yeah, I just want to let you know where I stand on everything. That's just Sophia in the background with a little toy. So yeah, I'll start on it. So I'll be transferring between like Windows Live Movie Maker and Microsoft Word because I've got the questions in there. Alright, let's start on this. The first one is pro-life versus pro-choice. I am pro-life. Um, I did have an ectopic pregnancy, and obviously then you've got no choice. Otherwise, you're pretty much going to die. But it doesn't mean that I'm not friends with people that have had abortions or stuff. I know I've got a few good friends that have had abortions. They were younger and everything. I mean, they were teenagers. I'm not saying it's right to do it when you're a teenager, but I can understand where they're coming from when you feel like you've got no other choice. However, a couple of weeks ago on Winners and Losers, which is a TV show here in Australia, they covered a topic on a 28-year-old woman who decided to have an abortion because it just didn't fit in with her life. And in that situation, that is wrong because she's a grown-up adult. She knew what the circumstances were, whether she was on the pill and all this other yada yada crap. Um, yeah, she knows what the consequences are. I reckon she should have dealt with it like an adult, and if she didn't want the baby, she could have given it up for adoption. The next one is baby wearing. Now, I had originally planned to do this with Sophia. I went and bought like a hugger bub, and then I sold that because it was hard to do, and then I bought just a normal baby carrier. But unfortunately, we're not allowed to do it anymore. I wasn't told at the time. We're currently in the process of changing pediatricians, but because she's got mild hip dysplasia, it's bad on her hips, and we're not able to use it. So I've got it packed away for the next baby now, but I'm all for it. Circumcision is something I do not believe in. It isn't really practiced here. I know in America it's a very big topic, but here the only people that I know that are circumcised are based on religion. So like Muslims and Jews and all that. And yeah, I didn't see the point of it. Adoption, I'm all for adoption. Like I said before, if you're older, or well, not older, but I guess like not a teenager anymore, whatever, or even if you are a teenager, maybe with supportive family. I don't know. Everybody's situation is different, and you don't want the baby. Well, give it to someone that will want it and love it and care for it, because not everyone's in the right position to have a baby. I understand that. Baby piercing, I'm for it. I got Sophia's ears done at 11 weeks old, which everyone goes, oh my gosh, because she's so little. Oh, you've got her ears done already, and I got it done early because I was done. I was about 6, 7. My mum got it done, and she took them out after 6 weeks. I wouldn't let her put earrings back in. They closed up. I got it done again when I was about 10 or 11, and I just don't wear them now because they bother me. So I want her to be used to having earrings in her ears so that if she wants to, she can dress up like a little girl, however. And with her christening coming up in February as well, I'm going to put like little earrings which are little crosses on them, which I'm going to start looking around for now that the Christmas sales are on, and hopefully get them in special for her. Okay, the next one is breast milk versus formula. Now, before I had Sophia, I was all breastfeeding. I don't want anything to do with formula and everything. Well, I ended up having a premature baby who didn't know how to suck or anything like that, and her first form of milk was being tube fed, which I had no control over because I had a C-section and obviously I couldn't get up. We persisted for 5 weeks with trying to breastfeed her. I had lactation nurses over and everything because in hospital they weren't very supportive. And I've found from other people that because it was a private hospital, they pretty much don't give a shit compared to public hospitals where they really push for the breastfeeding. So yeah, I had a pump. I bought a supplemental nursing system and everything, but it just got too much in the end. My milk was really low. I mean, I was on Metilium, I was on fenugreek and everything, and yeah, it got too much in the end. I was stressing too much, and I finally lost it, I think, like the night before I had the child health nurse come back, and I pumped for like half hour each side, and not a single drop came out. And I'm like, nah, that's it, that's enough. She's been on full-time formula since 5 weeks old. She's now 5 months old. She's only been sick once because of a urine infection caused by her kidney reflux, and that's it. I mean, she's exposed to other children and everything. It's not that she's always here and she's not been exposed anyway. She's at Creatio most every day while I go to the gym, and I've had other people look after her, and we've got pets and everything. So I think her immunity is pretty good, but I'll go into that later on because there's more about medications and vaccinating and all that. Spanking. I was spanked as a child, didn't do me any damage. Mark was spanked as a child, didn't do him any damage. However, I've worked in childcare, and I know other ways to help with children, like redirecting them and all that. So I think spanking will be used as a last resort. Co-sleeping. Sorry, that's my kid in the background. Co-sleeping. I do practice it a bit. Um, Actually, the first night that she was home from hospital, I just put her in the bed with me, and that was it. Usually when I put her into bed now, I put her into her own bed at first. So at 8 o'clock she goes to bed, 8:30, somewhere around there. She usually wakes up somewhere between 3 and 4 quart bottle. Now, depending how she is and how tired I feel, it always depends, like what time I went to bed the night before and everything, and how she is, because she is teething at the moment. She gets more cranky and stuff. Um, Sometimes I just leave her in bed with me and we sleep. Other times I'll put her back in the bed because I think, oh yeah, I've got stuff to do in the morning, so it gives me an extra half hour to get stuff done before she wakes up around that 7ish mark. So yeah, I'm all for it. And Alco's sleeping around. I just put her in the bed with me on my side, on my arm, so that way I know she's there and I don't have to worry about her because she's not rolling or anything yet. I don't have to worry about her getting close to Mark, but Mark's a small person too, so yeah. Next one is home versus public versus private versus charter schooling. I don't even know what charter schooling is. I'm guessing it's probably like boarding school. I'm all for public schools. I went to public. Mark went to public. Private schools, I don't think children, if they are in private schools, are exposed to all kinds of different walks of life. So they've got that very snobbish appeal, or not appeal, but the they're pretty snobbish and they think everyone is like them. In a public school, you've got people that have money, that don't have money, and you know, like you just meet different kinds of people where you wouldn't. Homeschool, I do not see the point of it. In my opinion, it is isolating the child from the outside world. I know a lot of Christian people do the homeschooling, and I mean, your kid's going to turn 18, they're going to want to go out, and then they're going to rebel. That's my opinion. So, like, homeschooling is definitely not the way, and definitely not boarding school. Next is vaccinations. Sophia's had all vaccinations. She had it at birth, 2 months, or actually 6 weeks she had them, and again at 4 months, and obviously the one at birth didn't really affect her. The two after that did, like she, especially the 4 month one, she went on for 3 days, really crying and stuff. But however, I'd rather have her vaccinated because now there's this whole thing of whooping cough and measles coming back because children are not being vaccinated and the non-vaccinated children are passing it on, making other children sick. So I'd rather that she's vaccinated. I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't understand why people think. I think it's the measles, rubella, and some other kind of vaccination that causes autism. Nothing causes autism. It's just whatever happens. I mean, you can't blame it on something just because something doesn't go your way. Next is medicating children. Now, Sophia has silent reflux and she's got kidney reflux. She's currently on 3 sets of antibiotics And the one for the kidney reflux, she's on till she's at least 12 months old. I don't know how long she's on the silent reflux for. I'm guessing until she's eating more solids, because she's on 1 meal a day. I'm allowed to have one too, but I've just got her on one at the moment. Um, Once the symptoms start to go down, then she can wean off it. But however, I do have Panadol, I do have Nurofen, which paracetamol and ibuprofen. I don't know if there's any other names you call them. I do have them, and I actually had someone go, "Oh, you should do this cycle of Panadol, Nurofen, blah blah," because she's TV. I'm like, I'm not doing that to her. So I think I gave her Nurofen last night because she was fussy. It helps with inflammation of the gums, and I think once the night before, because she was really really bad with crying and she had a temperature. Otherwise, I usually just give her cuddles and stuff like that. She's got a special gel I got for the teething that I use. But yeah, I try other stuff first with her. Cloth versus disposable diapers. It's nappies here. I was all for cloth, and then the time just came and we just find disposables easier. Um, we have a shop here called Aldi. I just get them for $11.50. Now that I've had her in the infant ones for about 6 weeks, she can still fit in the newborn ones, but the infant ones give her more room. Um, yeah, for a pack of 60, and she gets changed about 6 to 8 times a day, and they work out fine for us because they're really cheap. I don't use Huggies. She had a very bad reaction to Huggies in hospital where the skin was just raw red and everything, and when we went home and started using different nappies, the rash went away. So yeah, and she hasn't had any problems with the outer nappies at all. Aren't they beautiful? No, have you? Yeah. Okay, and the next one is the cry it out method. We don't practice this. Um, when I moved her into her own room, just a few days shy of being 4 months old, I started getting into the habit of rocking her to sleep because I did not want to put her in the bed awake and then she'd cry and then we'd have to constantly go back. Because once she's asleep, she's asleep. So the end of the week when I saw the child health nurse, I told her, and she taught me an approach called the hands-on settling approach, where pretty much you put her in the bed awake and you say good night Sophie, it's time to sleep, put on the mobile, and obviously we have the monitor and everything, and go out of the room. If they cry, you go back. Yeah, if they cry, you go back and check the nappy if they need to be burped or anything. Leave the room. If they cry again, you go back and then you sort of like rock them to sleep, but in the cot. I've never had to get to stage 3 with her. With stage 2, a couple of times when it's usually the teething or if she prefers it when I put it down instead of Mark to bed. So yeah, she does, and now she likes a dummy at night for some reason. She didn't before, but she spits it out pretty quickly. Like she doesn't have a dummy during the day or anything like that. I don't really use it. I don't want her to be like addicted to it, and then we have speech problems and stuff. But yeah, so that's my, I don't know what you want to call it, views on certain parenting topics. Leave your views, comments, whatever below if you agree, if you don't agree. I mean, everyone is different. That's the whole thing. What works for one person doesn't work for another. It doesn't mean that it's wrong. So, like with breastfeeding, I really, really thought I was going to breastfeed. I really was dead set on it. And I was so against formula. But then when it came down to it, formula was the best choice for Sophia and for us because she just wasn't getting enough. And, they say that formula babies are fat. Well, my baby's the exception to the rule. So, she's not even like 4.5 kilos yet, which is like, I don't know, 10 pounds or something. But, yeah, so what works for one doesn't work for another. Nothing is wrong with if you're choosing to vaccinate or not vaccinate all this stuff, but it's everyone's opinion. Yeah. So I'll talk to you guys later. I promise I'll do an update soon. I've just been busy with stuff. There's a lot to update on with her. So yeah, I'll let you go and enjoy the rest of the day. Bye.